Hello, here we are back at Sharon's Political Kitchen. We ended off, but I actually still had more to go, but I was cut off. Anyway, getting back to, like I said, we have to be the ones to change this as the people. Debt is another topic we need to get into. I think one of the, and please, hey, I want your comments if I'm wrong, but I think a big problem with society is debt. They go into beyond their means, paying for what they couldn't afford in the first place, and not only couldn't you afford it then, but why would you be able to afford it now? Even with extra money on it, I mean, are we really thinking here? Again, it comes back to the ego. I'd rather buy only what I can afford if I'm making it hell. This thing, buy gold, this and that, all those people who can, because of all the money they've made, because you throw that away. The medical, get me going on that. Please inquire, I'll respond. But going in debt to another country, let me kind of just highlight, we're just getting going. These are the first few videos in a row. I definitely will outline different topics where I think need to really be looked at in a different way. And even put that way, different people need to be the ones to say things. And going in debt, another country, I'm, not up on all of it. I will admit that. Do I need more research? Absolutely. But I'm in school and I'm supporting my kids on my own. So, yeah, sure, I'll put it in my spare time. This is my spare time right now, trying to do what I can to help people see things in a different way, because it's out of control. Is that going to be Sharon's Topical Kitchen saying it's out of control? We need to do something to fix this as a whole, as one. There should not be prejudice. The only thing we should ever be prejudiced against is something that might harm our well-being. And if it's a behavior that would harm the well-being of any being, then of course it shall be, something that wouldn't be acceptable. And it needs to change. Things really need to change. There's a reason why people are the way they are, and it's because of society and numbers. Numbers. But we need to change those numbers to something more realistic. We need to stop putting so many numbers on the real things, you know what I mean? It's literally out of control. I just can't say it enough. But to go in debt, they can continue and say, hey, what are you going to do? Your country owes us all this money, so if we want to pollute those waters, you guys can't pay it. We're going to go ahead and pollute those waters. We have that right. Is that the sleeping dragon? Is that the moral in that book, or the predictings of Nostradamus, who, when you want to calculate it by numbers, you never know what you'll come up with. But needless to say, there's more to come that I have ideas. I should write it down. Some of them are funny, but true. Absolutely true. Scary. Sometimes to see where it's coming. Anger, please don't take it there, because look where anger's gotten us. Retaliation and this and this and that. There's a lot of people in the world, and we need to slow that down. There can be regulations there. China, I know we've heard the story where, they're only allowed 2 children, so they go off and kill the girls. We don't have that, because, see, we're a compassionate country and nation. And pro-choice against pro-choice, it's been a big battle for a long time. But I think there should be a limit, absolutely, by law, by regulation, for the whole, for what's for the best interest of the whole. And if that means 2 children, boy or girl, doesn't matter what you just had. You had 2 pregnancies, 2 births. If you gave them up or you did this and that, it doesn't matter. You can adopt. I mean, if you go through, monitored and judged by communities, your behavior and you, there would be votes. With today's technology, why not? Why think of a whole new system where, we have to judge whether or not you're suitable? We would all vote. We would become one. We're all together in one. There's no one controlling the best interests of everybody, and only a few selected that are become egotistical and selfish, self-centered, this and that. So we need to look at things a different way to solve the real problem, and look at it in society and people, and look at them and ask yourself why. Why are they like this? Why were the ones who treated them like that depressed? Why? And why does it have to be that way? Because you know what? It really doesn't. It really doesn't. If we can slow down the ego, and if we can slow down all that goes with it, pride, selfishness, the willingness to kill somebody for God's sake for a few $1,000s. My poor boyfriend, big fiance to me, I feel bad because I asked him, do you love me because you're going to kill me off for the insurance policy? I mean, it's scary to think about what's really out there based on numbers. What the human is willing to do to feel those numbers based on ego. What are we going to do about that? Anger based on ego. Why? Because so vainly we want something done the right way in our own minds. And we get pissed when someone's not doing it our way, but yet we don't go through to try to find a solution. We just bitch at them for making the mistake. Because, maybe there's not a quick solution, and there's not a quick solution to this. It's real. Oh my God, hear this. Out of control. Can't beat that one. But I'm going to tell you what. Get educated. But not because you want to get rich. Not because you want to piss in a golden commode. Not because you need a great big giant tall ceiling to sleep under. But because you want everyone to be warm in the winter. Because you want everyone to be fed all the time when they need to be. Because you want everyone to be healthy if they can be. But you don't want to throw away so someone can have a yacht and wave at you and go, look what you helped me get. We can all share a little boat. I'm doing a project, by the way, in school on that. But the bottom line is we need to come together as a community on the web, within the United States, within the agreement of YouTube and Google. We can communicate. Who knows, maybe we can counsel each other. Somebody who's been hurt somewhere and can't afford counseling, maybe doesn't know they have a problem. Because we need to spread a little love sometimes. And sometimes just to show that you care, or build somebody on their positive side, or help them look at the glass on what it could be on the full side. And if we can do this and change this without doing more of what we've done already, out of panic. When you panic, you waste. And I figured this out from school, but you do. And we're panicking. And what we need to do is we need to relook at everything. We need to regroup everything. We need to put all the fake numbers in there and the real numbers in there. We need to look at what we really have. And we need to look at what we can really do with that. We have people that confirm we have land. We have people that can rap and preach.